Everyone, how are you doing? Well, today I'm going to teach you about how to prepare well for tests, especially multiple choice tests, or in most cases, international level tests. This method is what I used for my recent test, and it really helped me. It was for CCNP and test. Well, it wasn't an international test, a local one, but it really helped me practice. Well, what you're gonna do is open ChatGPT, and just to clear up things, you need to have a subscription like Plus or Go. It'll work. I haven't honestly tried it on the free version. It could work, but there are a lot of limits on the free version. You cannot upload many files. In most cases, you cannot even use the latest model, so there could be problems. But you can give it a shot. You can try it. You could even try it maybe in Gemini, but I once tried Gemini. It wouldn't give me the result I wanted. Anyways, well, first thing you need to do is send ChatGPT the pictures of your lessons, the slides or the PDFs, whatever you have. So I'm just gonna use a PDF here just as an example. Well, you choose your files here. Well, I just choose my file. Let's say that's this one. You'll have to wait until it's uploaded. Now the file is uploaded. All I have to do is copy this prompt. Well, it could look like a complicated one. It's not complicated. It's a very simple prompt. It just says I'm preparing for a test. These are my lessons. My make quizzes based on the format which I will send. If you have a format or a sample of of the test, so send it. This one's CCNP. You know what I did? I didn't say make the sample quizzes based on what I have, because I didn't have any specific quiz. I looked through the internet. I couldn't find reliable ones. There were some, but I just didn't like them. So instead I said make quizzes yourself. I said make quizzes based on the international level. You couldn't say based on the CCNP international level tests, and that's it. Things you need to clear up for ChatGPT, make them clear, is that the format must be the same, exactly the same. The questions completely different, and especially the multiple choice questions. The multiple choices must not be too different. In some cases, it messes up. Like it'll give you the multiple choices. You can clearly find out that they're not the correct answer. So you must insist on this point. And once again, if you have a sample, so make sure you tell ChatGPT to wait, because it just gets started sometime, and it'll just mess up in some cases. The best thing to do is wait until I send you this quiz sample, if you have a sample. So now that we don't, we're gonna have to remove this sentence. We don't need it now. And just to make sure it does a good job, so you have to clarify how many questions you want, and if you want to add anything else, you can just add it up. So let's start for a sample. Make 10 questions, or 20, let's say 20 questions sample first, because who knows, it could mess up. The best thing to do is make 20 questions or something as a sample for first time, and then if you agree, if you see no problems with it ahead, you can make several. You can make like 10 quizzes, or more than that, any amount of questions you want. You can just make the quizzes. And one thing you need to do is send it in plain text. This is really important, because when you say so, it will not give you a text that could create problems. A plain text is basically like integrated in this interface. It's much smaller. You can easily copy, and you can easily look through it. If there is anything wrong, you'll find it out. And if you don't mention this point, it could just make you scroll more, or the text could be different. That's the best way to do it, honestly. And let's go. Let's see what could be the result. It could take time because I've actually chosen the extended version of thinking. There are other different options here available. Do you want it to be medium, instant? Which model do you want to use? So I've chosen the best one because it is necessary. If you just make sure you've already chosen the high level, not instant, because instant mostly gives you questions instantly, but would not think it's most likely it'll make mistakes. And the model, of course, the latest. Let's see the result. Question 1 is switch. So as you can see, these are actually very similar questions to the quizzes. And once again, if you have a sample, that's the best. If you have a sample already, let's say 100 questions, 20 questions even, that's the best thing. You'll literally give the map to ChatGPT and tell what to do specifically. That'd be much better. But if you don't, no worries, it could help you. And you can just look through the test. If you feel like this one helps you, you can tell ChatGPT to make more. And if you see there's something wrong, maybe there are some stuff that are, not what you want, you can change it. And once you did that, let's say this is the final version, this is exactly the quiz I want, right? I agree on the quiz. What I can do next is tell ChatGPT to create, we will need this prompt specifically. I'll just give you the prompt. Well, this is the next step. You'll have to tell ChatGPT how many quizzes you want, how many questions you want, and make sure you state this point to ChatGPT that it has to send you the file, send you all the quizzes in a text file. This matters, okay? Because this is something that'll help you prepare you for the next step. So you just go ahead and wait. As you can see, it makes sure it has everything correctly because once again, as I mentioned earlier, if you have the instant option available, it will not think through these things, and it will just give you the answer without considering anything. It'll just be very rapid, but it could make a lot of mistake. I've already tried it. I wanted to make like 100 questions, and you know what happened? From question 1 to 20, everything was okay, but afterwards there were no choices even. There were just the question, no choices, or sometimes there were choices, no questions. So that's very clear. That's what you want. You just want an instant answer, so you will not get the thinking, you will not get the precise result. And there we are. Now we have the text file. If you download it and open it, well, you'll just have a plain text, nothing, no effects or whatsoever. You just open it with HTML viewer, it doesn't matter. Now you can just check the questions once again, make sure everything's alright, everything's intact. And now that if you feel like everything's good, like the questions are exactly the way you want it, here's the next step. Well, this is the next step, and this is the prompt. If you wish to have the full prompt, I'll just drop in comments the prompt. You can type prompt and I'll send you the prompt, not just this one but all of them. And if you have any problems, please you can state it in comments and I'll help you through the process. Now let's see what will be the result. It'll actually give you an offline website, and you could be wondering, like, why do I need a website for it? Well, let's see. Just wait and you'll see the result. Alright, now our file is ready, and let's see what the result is. I'll give you both the zip file and the HTML file. You can download any of them, it doesn't matter. The best options for zip is, it could be protected for quite a long time. The data won't be erased, you may not lose anything from it. Now let's see the result. There we go. Well, now that you can see, we have 1,000 questions, 20 quizzes, 50 questions each. Well, the 1,000 question, that's an error that is made. Well, it's actually because I already had asked for 1,000 questions in another conversation, but I wonder how it's still here. Well, it's okay, let's see. Which quiz do you want? Well, quiz 5 only. Or do we have all quizzes? Yeah. How many questions? Let's say 200. Do you want an instant feedback? Or, and do you want a timer? Just imagine. This is literally awesome. I mean, you can have everything. Which topics do you want to choose? And you just simply say start the quiz. Let's check the quiz. All right. This let's say which statement describes best layer 2 roaming. Well, let's just give it a shot. Let's choose wrong answer, or maybe the right. Oh god, I thought that was the wrong one. That's funny. All right. What if we choose the wrong answer? Let's say, oh, do I have the okay. Next. That one was right. Let's see if this one's incorrect. Oh, it's incorrect. It gives you the right answer, also why it's wrong. So you just go for all, you can go for all the questions over there and submit the quiz, and you say yeah, and there you go. It'll give you the full result, every explanation, everything you need. I mean, this cannot get any better than this. Just imagine how many different topics, subjects you can practice with it. It's not just the CCNP. It could be any subject. It could be anything, even vocabularies. Just think about it, think of it, and you can practice with it. And this is how we can use AI for the good, actually. And AI isn't out there to take anyone's place. It is actually there to help you most of the time. And imagine thinking about technology itself. Remember once we didn't have any computers. I mean, everything was written. Everyone had to write things. Everyone had to do things with their hands manually until computer came in, and a lot of things are stuff that no one does anymore. People mostly just go out there and watch the news and everything on the internet, or send letters through the internet. They just type it. They use a computer. Now we don't have to say, okay, I don't have a good handwriting, so I could fill. What do you think? Do you think anyone's even considered for a bad for a bad handwriting? I don't think so. No one cares about it, because most of the stuff nowadays, especially in developed country, they're done through computer. So that's what the concept of AI could tell you. I mean, there could be a day it could replace a lot of things. Let's think of that famous meme about the drone. Remember, you might have encountered this meme where they said the cameraman, the helicopter pilot, they all lost their jobs at the same day because of the drones. But guess what? Who owns the drones? Whoever owns the drones, he owns the game. So it could be the same thing for you. If you learn AI, if you learn how to work with it, you will not be replaced. But if you don't know how to work with it, there could be a day you'll be replaced. Whether you're a graphic designer, a web developer, it doesn't matter. You could lose your job just because you don't know how to work with AI. Because AI does not completely takes your place, but it makes it very simple to do the task. But the trick is you must know how to use it. Mostly people think of prompts, but prompts are not the only thing you need to worry about. You need to sometimes think smart and think out of the box. It's not just about the prompts. So have a good day, and wait until I share any other trick I learn, and I'll of course share it with you all.